Hello everybody, welcome to a StarCraft Heart of Storm replay against my Zerg opponent, TUMICHAEL, and this is on Neo Planet S. And we'll go to my view and we'll speed it up ×2. Basis of these videos that I'm going to do for a little bit is kind of go over my builds. So basically, you're gonna go against Zerg. I go pylon, pylon on 9. I don't do forge fast. I actually do gateway expands first, and I've actually had to tweak the gateway expands a bit. It used to be 4 zealots. I can get more damage done. I can get just as much damage done with 3, as long as I don't have a spawning pool. So as you can see, I'm actually looking for the spawning pool. And I'm also looking for when the expansion goes down, so I see how it went down. And I did not see the spawning pool, so I have to head back. Forge in the back. This is for the forge in the back. Instead of being up there, at least I can have a timing that they can't figure out. So if this was able to finish, doing its upgrades, because there's always timing attacks you can always do. So here comes the zealot. My probe is still wandering around. Gas was taken first. I never saw that, and the spawning pool did finish. So that was all I was looking for. Surprised to let that finish instead of taking his drone back. So now I got my 3 zealots. I'm actually up to 4. I try to do a cannon rush. It's gonna essentially not do so well. So I end up canceling the gateway. I just try to take out that expansion. So I throw out my own expansion down. So this was me being a little tricky. And then here we go with 4 zealots. That's because the spawning pool I never saw, so I was like, well, okay, I'll just go from there and do everything I need to do. I took out a queen. I noticed he's not mining there. I do notice the lair. My goal now is to try to take out the spawning pool. He actually doesn't have a metabolic boost going, so there goes his spawning pool. So that's going to delay. So that might not delay anything. I'm not sure though. But, and the units lost. I lost more, but I did a lot more damage. I took out a spawning pool, which now he has to rebuild. So that's minerals that he could be saving for something else. Metabolic boost. I'm actually going Stargate. Reason for Stargate is to do Oracle harassment. I figured I've already slowed down Queen production. I've slowed down all these other productions that he needs. So I might as well just go and try to hit him while I can. I think I should have went Phoenix instead, because that would actually did a lot more damage. Oracles are good in mass, in groups of like 2 or 3. Especially when you're going against queens and stuff. So 2 more gateways, that'll bring up my total gateways up to 4. The pylon here is to help wall that off, because I've been getting hit by counterattacks when they do these types of builds. So now I'm essentially walling off completely once I push out with my first 3 to 4 zealots. So change one. Never noticed that. It's okay though. So now I got armor on the way.
The enemy has discovered us.
I'm actually surprised the Oracle was able to take out the queen. And it was to take out the other queen. Get it. Gone. Problem with this is that it's not took out a couple of drones, not too much. And I'm also flying around to see what other tech is going on. So I take my 2 Oracles, kind of sit them there, and I'll wait. I see that this expansion is down. I got my 1 Void Ray coming out. I take out this pylon here. I also try not to spy bot myself. I got Twilight down. I should have taken this gas a lot sooner, but that's... So this is not... Big thing is I normally go Robo versus Stargate, so I'm just gonna do... So my goal here is to just take out set expansion. There's the oracles. And they're gonna die kind of quickly. Which, okay, yeah, that should not have happened. But here comes my big attack with Stalkers and Zealots. I delayed a lot of tech because of that. He might have thought I was going DTs. So there's the Overseer.
Prismatic core failing. We require.
Then the Hydroden, which is somewhere up here. See it in a second. I mean, I've been kind of delaying a lot of things here and there, so this was one of those ones where the timing was almost everything. He delayed his mining pool quite a time while this expansion was kind of kicking in, which helped push me a little further ahead than him. As far as the army supply. There's the Hydroden. There's me chasing around the Queen. Oh, I died. Okay. And then here we go with the... And then I just keep moving forward. Pylons. Everywhere. So now all his tech is dying. He's not producing anything. He's got a large bankroll for being only on 2 bases. So instead, he didn't build Zerglings. I don't even think he had. Let's go back a bit and slow it down. Right before this attack happened. Go back to this. So before this attack happened, what are units? He has 9 larvae, 2 queens, and we'll turn to the everyone camp. And he's sitting on this large bankroll, which he automatically shouldn't be sitting on anyways. He should be pumping out units and drones. He got 15 larvae too. And he does realize he doesn't need an Evo chamber to build spore crawlers. Otherwise, spore crawlers could have went down earlier. Does he really wait for the Evo chamber to finish? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Huh. You can't build spore crawlers without Evo chambers. So. And then he's producing 9 drones and nothing. And he's got this large bankroll. You should throw down another macro hatch. He's got this hatchery here too. He's only got 12. His army supplies. Okay, mine's vastly higher than his. As far as everything else concerned. So the point of this was to, try to get... I'm trying to get one more upgrade up. That's why the Twilight Council's there. It's not meant for anything else but upgrades at this point. The Stargate was for harassment. I mean, workers lost. Pretty significant losses now. And then here comes my final push, which I'm sure he had an eye on it. I also take my 3rd at this time too. So if we look here, he has no units. He has 10 larvae, which could have made a bunch of Zerglings. He makes 5 roaches instead, which I think might be the wrong discharge. But I'm also 1-1 in the upgrades too. So, and I've got nothing going on the way. My focus is on this attack and not anything else. That's why you're gonna see this kind of climb. I do bring a probe just for here and here to drop pylons down. 10 hydras are on the way, but hydras versus, well, this little composition here isn't gonna do okay because he's got no upgrades on him. You know, I still have 1/1, so even though they do 12, they're doing 11 damage a shot, or at least 10 damage to stalkers and 10 damage to zealots. So you know, they're not doing too much damage there, and basically it's just eliminating their shields. So, but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you at least got an idea. I'm going to be going over this and a couple of term builds that I've seen that I try to do for myself. So, and I've been doing that on a different server altogether, so that way this ranking doesn't go down on the American server, and I can practice my Terran on a different server and not worry about, you know, my and it makes it a little easier than doing it on unranked, because I want to see how high I can get with my Terran play. So I'll be doing that in a little bit too, and then we're gonna go on to the next game, and I hope you enjoyed.